Alright guys, let's have a brief history on shoes inspired by marijuana. So these shoes are absolutely incredible. We've got some of them that are inspired by hemp, other ones that are actually inspired by weed. Let's get right into it. So in front of me are 3 pairs of Nike Dunk SBs. They came out in 2004, in April of 2004 actually, and it was a celebration of 420. We all know that 420 is the National Weed Smokers Day. So anyway, you've got a pair of red mahoganies, a pair of blues, but the pair that everyone loves are these bonsai greens. And what makes this pair even more special is that it came from the DJ AM Memorial Fund. DJ AM used to own this shoe, and I bought it from the collection. There's only 420 pairs in the whole world. Let's have a look at these Air Max 90s. So this pair is known as the Homegrown Air Max 90. If you go on YouTube and search for Homegrown Air Max 90, you absolutely will not believe the commercial that Nike made for this shoe in Europe. What makes this shoe really interesting is obviously that it's green and orange, and then the insoles are cork. And this is much before all of the hype about corks that we saw with the LeBron that came out just last year. When you read the box, it says that this shoe is grass and orange blaze. So the people at Nike aren't messing around. They're very creative when they decide to have an inspiration behind a shoe. To the left of the homegrowns are the reverse homegrowns, a State magazine exclusive. They also have the cork insoles, come with an extra set of green laces. If you look closely at both of these shoes, you'll actually see marijuana leaves all over the upper. They're absolutely amazing. I bought these from Mental Therapy, the same place that I bought my City Pack. So here we have some 04 releases and 06 release. These are a promo sample that was never released to the public, but in 2010 and 2011, Nike took the 420 theme and went crazy with it. Let's have a look at a couple more of my favorite weed-inspired Nike SBs. The blue box, I bet you can guess what's inside of these. The skunks. Whew. A lot of people call weed skunk or skunky, so the inspiration behind this pair of shoes was skunk bud. And the shoe actually looks like a nugget of weed. It has little white hairs on it. There's even a pouch on the inside of the tongue to hide your stash. And if you look at the insoles of these shoes, they have a stoned skunk on them. I have a skateboarding deck that I got when these shoes released. It's autographed by Todd Bratrud. He's the designer of the skunks and a whole bunch of other notable Nike SBs. But this stoned skunk can be seen on the insoles of the skunk shoes. So whenever I see a pair of shoes that I absolutely love, I have to get 2 of them. And that was the case with these 420 skunks. Now, they came out 420 of 2010. They retailed for $125. Here's the original receipt. These shoes are going now for upwards of $750. So anybody that says that sneakers are not a good investment, have a look at what these shoes were able to do for me. I'm going to put these right over here, set them up on display next to the rest of our amazing 420s. And so 2010, the skunks came out. Everyone went nuts for them. They went way up in value immediately. And so, of course, you know that in 2011, Nike's going to come back and do the same 420 theme. This was the last time that Nike ever did this. Let's have a look at these shoes. They're called the Cheech and Chong, and they were supposed to release on 420. Gently put this right here while I set up the box. So this shoe was supposed to release on 420 of 2011. It's reminiscent of Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke. One of the shoes has a beanie, the other shoe has a bandana, just like what Cheech and Chong wear. Nike ran into some copyright and trademark issues with Cheech and Chong and Up in Smoke and didn't release this shoe on 420. Instead, they held out for about 2 more weeks and released it around Cinco de Mayo. So some people think of it as the Cinco de Mayo dunk. Maybe because Cheech and Chong are Mexican, Nike thought that they could celebrate Cinco de Mayo with this shoe. The cool thing about this shoe is as you wear it, it wears out the same way a joint smokes. When you smoke a joint, it'll get this black resiny tar on it, and that's what happens to these shoes as you wear them. 2012, we got no 420 shoe. 2013, no 420 shoe. Who knows what we'll have in 2014? Maybe they'll come back and give us another one of these amazing shoes inspired by weed. But for now, I'm very happy with the ones that they've released.